Oh, hi. I hear you're interested in Oklahoma's Postadjudication Review Boards. Well, you're in the right spot. My name's Keith Pirtle, and I'm the Program Manager for PARB. I want to share with you the critical role that PARB plays in the child welfare system and how you can be part of a special group of volunteers that meet regularly to support, protect, and monitor our juvenile court system. I think everyone generally understands the role that child welfare plays in a society, but you may not be aware that it's also a legal process with lots of steps along the way. If someone's concerned about the safety of a child, they'll place a call or reach out to the child welfare hotline. An investigation then takes place, and if there's enough evidence that the child is at risk, then that child could be removed from the home. Then, within the next 24 hours or so, once that kid is already placed in foster care, an assistant district attorney will file a petition to a judge saying this kid should be adjudicated deprived, basically meaning the state needs to step in. Now the child welfare journey really begins. Parents are given an opportunity through the help of child welfare to address the issues that resulted in the removal of their child in the first place. If they're able to correct those conditions to the satisfaction of the judge, then their child is returned back home. If they're not, it could result in the termination of their parental rights. Oklahoma's child welfare and juvenile justice system is large and it is complex. In 2025 alone, over 5,800 children were placed in state custody due to abuse and neglect. On average, kids stay in state custody during this process for about a year and 10 months. There's also a lot of people involved in the process. There's the different attorneys, there's, obviously child welfare and the assistant district attorney. And overseeing this entire process is the juvenile court judge. In every county in Oklahoma, juvenile court judges hold regular child welfare dockets and decide what's going to happen in each child welfare case.
And this is where you come in. Hi, my name is Shelby, and I'm the Oklahoma County PARB coordinator. In the 1980s, the Oklahoma state legislature created a program called the Postadjudication Review Boards. In other states, these boards are often called citizen review boards or foster care review boards. Hence the name. The role of these boards is to review ongoing and current child welfare cases in order to make recommendations to the presiding judge on the case and the child welfare workers on the case, as well as just monitor the progress of each case and keep an eye on the juvenile court system.
We've already talked about the complexity of the system. Let's also talk about the critical nature of the work and that Oklahoma get it right. Imagine you're a parent who lost custody of their children and you're working really hard to make sure that you get your children back. Or a judge that wants to make sure, or a child welfare worker that wants to make sure that they don't return kids home to an unsafe environment. So there's that dynamic tension, and it's important that we get it right. We really need volunteers. We have about 300 volunteers statewide serving on about 42 boards. We're only in 36 of 77 counties. And the boards that do exist often need new folks to fill vacancies when people leave to do other things. So we really need you in this work.
So, how do you become a PARB member and start making Oklahoma's child welfare system better? First, you need to fill out an application. You also have to live or work in the county that you wish to serve in and pass a background check. Final approval is up to the presiding judge in your county and the director of the Oklahoma Commission on Children and Youth. But let us handle that part for you. If you're interested in learning more, just reach out.
So we need you to make sure Oklahoma's child welfare system is supported
Protected
and monitored.